Jazzcast Pros.
Sleep stands as the ultimate equalizer, silently settling all debts, indifferent to status, belief, race, or circumstances. In today's episode, I'm sharing my recent observations and takeaways from a conference I attended in Orlando, Florida this past week, and how sleep truly offers a common ground for empathy, understanding, and collaboration as we all strive to create space for rest and to build resilience. Hey dreamers and night thinkers, welcome back to the Doze podcast, a space dedicated to changing the conversation about the way we view and prioritize sleep and equip you with the tips and tools to sleep your best. I'm your host, Kuczkowski, your trusted sleep coach and guide on a mission to empower you to optimize your day so that you can embrace the night. So recently, I had the pleasure of attending my first ever podcasting conference. And while I'm new to the space, just launching my podcast a little over 100 days ago, I'm not new to the challenges of convincing people why I love and do this work in the sleep space. I've personally believed and have always known that sleep is important in so many ways, and every time I walked past a group or sat down at a table to meet new friends this week, it was confirmed. As I passed group after group, I'd hear someone talking about sleep or about being tired. And on our first official day, because my husband Andy also joined me at the conference, we sat down at a table and the first woman that we engaged with started our interaction with, I didn't sleep well last night. Did you? Which to her surprise, I mentioned that I worked in the sleep space and that my new podcast was dedicated specifically to helping women navigate the challenges they often face with their sleep. Almost every conversation I had over our 4-day stay, sleep managed to bleed into. Often followed with, I've tried everything. Can you help me? But to improve your sleep, you have to help yourself. The forces, both internal and external, that keep us from good sleep can only be identified by you. Even when you think you've tried everything, it's through dialogue that helps you lower your walls and shine the light on what you may be missing. It's through conversations and interactions that we can gain clarity and insight. Because think about it, sleep is a universal language, transcending borders and barriers. It's as if the world is participating in a synchronized dance of rest and rejuvenation. And yet, despite its universality, sleep often tiptoes into our conversations subtly, almost whispering. Whether it's a chat about how we're feeling, our productivity levels, or even our moods, sleep has a way of weaving itself into the fabric of our dialogue, highlighting its role as a fundamental pillar of health right next to diet and exercise. People are literally starting to wake up and realize that rest and sleep are part of the work they need to be and feel their best. Have you noticed how sleep discussions create a social weave connecting us through shared experiences? From parents exchanging tips on soothing a restless child to coworkers sharing their struggles in pursuit of that elusive perfect sleep amidst busy schedules, it's the shared thread that binds us as we all navigate the journey towards peaceful rest. And then there's the rich cultural mosaic of it all. From the afternoon siestas to various nighttime customs and the captivating traditions that paint the global panorama of rest, it's a vivid illustration of how deeply interconnected we are, woven together by the universal rhythms of sleep. In today's digital age, the sleep conversation has evolved. Online forums, social media, and even apps dedicated to sleep tracking and dream analysis have become our modern-day bedtime stories. They're the campfires around which we gather, sharing insights and seeking solace in the collective embrace of a well-rested world. It's remarkable how technology has knitted sleep more firmly into our daily conversations, making it a topic as common as the weather. But why is it important to keep sleep in our conversations? Because talking about sleep breaks down the silence surrounding sleep issues, encouraging a healthier, more informed approach to this vital aspect of our lives. It fosters empathy, understanding, and most importantly, solutions. By weaving sleep into our dialogues, we unravel the stigmas, illuminating paths to better rest and consequently, better health. Every mention of sleep in our conversation casts a stone in the waters of awareness, creating ripples that extend far beyond our immediate circles. It's about creating a culture where sleep is respected, prioritized, and cherished. Imagine the impact on work-life balance, mental health, and overall well-being if we could all champion sleep as a pillar of health, as essential as eating well or staying active. Now, let's talk about a truth that is simple as it is profound. Every single one of us needs sleep. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, or how you live your life. Your body craves rest. This rest is not just shutting our eyes for a few hours. It's about repair, rejuvenation, and preparation for whatever tomorrow holds. This shared need, this universal necessity, it connects us in a very basic yet profound way, highlighting a common thread in our human experience. It's fascinating how something so natural can be so fundamentally vital to every person walking this earth. That being said, I want you to think about your sleep in a new way. And I want you, when talking about it, to cut through the noise and to not only ask yourself, how well do I sleep, but what does sleeping well look like to me? This is so important to breaking the stigmas and misconceptions that have been attached to it. Also, ask others in a more meaningful way. We have to start placing real value and emphasis on it as it makes its way into every social interaction. How can it not be part of every decision you make throughout the day? Just ask yourself, does this support the life that I want to lead? Reframe the question to, does this align with making sure I sleep well to show up more present tomorrow? Now, I want to mention that all technology has its place in helping us to gain some insights into sleep patterns and to support us in creating better habits that support sleep. The ultimate cultural shift comes simply from how we view it. I can't tell you the number of people I saw wearing Oura rings at this event and the negative things they had to share every time I asked, how has it helped you and what have you learned? I had one guy that flew all the way from India and who clearly had every reason to feel tired, no doubt from a 15-hour flight and the time difference. But when I asked him about his ring, he shared that despite feeling that he had slept well, that the ring indicated his readiness score for the day was only 66%, which in turn affected how he suddenly felt mentally and physically, making him feel anxious and just a bit off. To which I responded, they're meant as a tool. How did you feel before you saw the score? And he said, pretty good. And I said, focus on that. To which he smiled and said, thank you. I needed that. The most important guideline to follow is how you feel. It's one thing for someone to be so burnt out that they don't know up from down, saying they'll sleep when they're dead because, there's just not enough hours in the day, to feeling good one moment and defeated the next because something you hold to be true that changes the way you carry yourself, and it isn't aligned with how you actually feel. Some of the other encounters involve people writing books and looking to get an expert's opinion on sleep and rest as it relates to burnout. So we aren't just talking about it. The number of books attributing it as part of success is on the rise as well. So as we wrap up today's episode, let's remember that sleep isn't just a personal journey. It's a collective voyage. By integrating sleep into our everyday conversations, we not only share in the universal human experience, but also advocate for a world where rest is revered, not relegated. So the next time you find yourself in a chat about the day's challenges or triumphs, remember to weave in a thread about sleep. You might just be surprised at how naturally it fits and how deeply it connects to us. So I propose this challenge. This week, ask 3 people about their sleep, and I'd love for you to drop their responses in the comments and share them with me. Let's help each other raise awareness and increase the emphasis on the tool that levels you up in every way. Until next time, thank you for listening. I'm back every Wednesday with a new episode, ready to share my knowledge and empower you to take control of your sleep. If you've enjoyed what you heard, please subscribe to the Doze podcast. I still have lots to share with you as we work together towards creating solutions around your unique sleep challenges and needs. Until then, remember, you are pure potential if you change how well you sleep.